Here's everything we know so far about the deadly crash between an American Airlines jet and an Army Black Hawk chopper. Last night, an American Airlines plane carrying 64 passengers coming from Wichita, Kansas, somehow collided with a Black Hawk helicopter just outside the airport in Washington, D.C. The FAA released a statement saying the incident involved a regional jet and what everyone keeps referring to as a Black Hawk, but apparently the actual name for this is the Sikorsky H-60 helicopter. So we know that the jet was approaching the airport runway 33 around 9 p.m. when the incident took place. We know that the helicopter was out of Virginia, but they're looking at local officials to find out why the helicopter was in that airspace. American Airlines said that the jet collided with a military aircraft on an otherwise normal approach, and at this time, we don't know why the military aircraft came into the path of the PSA aircraft flight 5342. It's being reported that the jet actually split in two when it hit the frigid water, and that the helicopter itself was upside down, which caused major issues for rescue. I believe there are any. At a press conference this morning, they said they do not expect any survivors out of the 64 passengers on the jet or the 3 soldiers in the helicopter. They said, despite all those efforts by responders, we are now at a point where we are switching from a rescue operation to a recovery operation. At this point, we don't believe there will be any survivors from this accident. Last we heard, they have pulled 28 bodies from the wreckage, 27 from the plane, and 1 from the helicopter. We now know that the passengers on the plane were athletes, coaches, and family members who were coming home from the National Development Camp that was held in conjunction with the U.S. Figure Skating Championships in Wichita, Kansas. World champion Russian figure skaters were on board, as well as 14 U.S. figure skaters. The Skating Club of Boston lost 2 teen skaters. They've been identified as Spencer Lane and Jenna Han. Their mothers were on board and 2 of their coaches as well. The United Association of Journeymen and Apprentices of the Plumbing and Pipe Fitting Industry also shared on X that they had lost 4 of their members. They said, "We are heartbroken to confirm that 4 members of UA Steamfitters Local 602 were among the victims of the American Airlines Flight 5342 crash yesterday." Rescue workers are saying this is not an easy recovery. They're in about 8 feet of water. It's murky, it's windy, there's chunks of ice. They said they have not located the black box yet. They believe it is still underwater and they're hoping to recover it. Reports are coming out that air traffic controllers were asking the Black Hawk 30 seconds before the crash if they had eyes on the jet, and also that the air traffic controller was working alone when typically there would have been 2 working. I will continue to be updating as rescue efforts continue, so make sure to hit follow.